It's only been 2 weeks in the valley, but it feels like a lifetime. I went from digging up dirt to forging the finest iridium Clint's ever seen. At first, I thought fishing would be the way forward, and for a while it was. But Marlin showed me there were deeper riches waiting below the surface. It took dozens of diamonds and mountains of void essence just to get that bus running, but it was well worth it. Skull Cavern is loaded with iridium, which sells for more gold than I could have ever imagined. Everything I've done has led to tomorrow, the first day of the Desert Festival.
The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with a good fortune.
Welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source for weather, news and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to rain all day tomorrow.
Which means I don't have to use a rain totem today, but I will get my inventory organized and grab that magic rock candy I've been saving, then head to the mines for a quick iron cycle. I'll need many more iron bars to keep crafting explosive ammo. After that, it's time to warp on over to the desert. Marlin was right, the desert's come to life. I'll speak with them soon, but first I can't pass up free food.
Why hello there. Hungry?
Sure am.
Ooh, yes. I'm very pleased to hear that. I'd like to make you a very special dish. Something perfectly suited to your unique taste. May I?
Yes.
Ooh, very good. Now, what will you have?
Rare fruit.
Ah, yes. The rare fruit. Excellent choice. Now, what kind of sauce will you have?
Uncomfortably hot sauce.
Very good. A healthy drizzle of uncomfortably hot sauce to round out the dish. Voila. I call it rumpled fruit skin. Enjoy.
Sweet, that's +1 speed and +3 luck. Will help tremendously in the caverns.
You made it, Cap. Right on time. Feeling ready?
Ready for what exactly? How's this dive any different from the last?
You'll find out soon enough. Take this headset. I don't know how far the signal will reach, but I'll stay with you as long as I can. Now don't waste a second. Get moving.
Yes, sir. I wonder how different these caverns could be.
Cap, eat your magic rock candy first thing. This will help you find shafts and ladders faster.
What's this cat statue? It gave me a speed boost, and I've already dropped another 11 floors from a shaft.
You're off to a great start. Keep touching them calico statues to gain random effects.
This one gave me 25 calico eggs?
Collect as many as possible of those calico eggs as you can. They'll be important later.
I already found a treasure room, an iridium sprinkler. Who needs sprinklers when I got the rain gods on my side? Looks like those calico eggs also appear in nodes. I better collect them. Another shaft? And more treasure? A cherry sapling. Not sure if that's worth keeping. This slime's got cake. Give me a slice. 2? Thank you, burglar's ring. This statue had no effect, huh?
Sometimes a statue will give you nothing or may even curse you, but keep touching every one to increase your egg rating.
Egg rating?
If you reach an egg rating of 55 or higher, you'll earn a magic rock candy and 500 additional calico eggs.
Sounds easy, but all these shafts are starting to take a toll on my health. Sweet, a full refresh. That helps. I'm past floor 50 and it's not even 8 a.m.
That's the beauty of the magic rock candy. Plus 5 luck with another 3 from the chef does wonders.
It sure does. Makes Blade's map even more powerful. I'm finding ladders left and right without walking far at all. Or even better, more shafts. And quite a few more statues and calico eggs. What am I gonna do with all these eggs anyway?
The calico merchant trades woodcutters weekly books at 100 eggs each.
Marlin, you cut out there. But here's another treasure floor with a seafoam pudding. Floor 69 has a freebie, but it's way too far of a walk. I'm skipping this floor. Another freebie on 71. A bit out of the way, but not as bad. I need to make sure I'm conserving staircases. I only have 15 remaining. Oh wow, that's a lot of eggs. An infested floor. Gross. Definite skip. Another one. Okay, there goes 2 staircases. At least this spiral floor has a relatively quick path down to another treasure floor. I'll touch the statue first for more monsters. I'll grab the purple slime egg before heading down to another shaft. 8 more floors. After a few quick ladders, here's another shaft that leads me right down to floor 100. Better be a good reward. I'm just gonna ignore that and keep my momentum going. Past floor 100 and it's not even 10 a.m. I'm moving at a crazy pace. I almost forgot I had Marlin in my ear a while back, but it seems like the signal has faded. A dino floor, skipping that. At least this freebie isn't so far away. Finally found the first prismatic shard of the dive. I wonder how many I'll end up finding today. Another statue, giving more ghosts. That's annoying. I'm trying to avoid enemies and more monsters. Great. At least I'm finding these ladders fast enough to avoid the enemies. Mummies have become angry. What'd I ever do to them? Here's a bunch of bats. The iridium bats can drop some good loot, so I'll take the time to slay them. I'll need the combat XP, and it'd be great to find some battery packs. 1 battery from the bunch. Not bad, considering they only drop 5% of the time. Here's another shaft for 15 levels. Amazing. That's the deepest shaft possible. Even the dreaded spiral floor won't slow me down. Here's a ladder under the first rock. And same thing with this huge floor. These angry mummies move quite fast, but I don't mind tanking through them if I have to. Time is a more important resource than health, as health can be restored with my salad. I just hope I've brought enough for these 3 days, as I won't have time to run to the saloon again. These shafts aren't helping with my health either, but the hit points lost are completely negligible compared to the amount of time shafts save. And here's another one on a treasure floor. A second purple slime egg. Another 5,000 gold, and at least it's stacking with my other one, so it doesn't take up any more inventory space. Another shaft already. This is great, but as I'm approaching floor 200, I need to make sure I don't overshoot it. Floor 200 is a guaranteed treasure floor, and I wouldn't want to pass up that opportunity. Here's a shaft on floor 195. Thankfully, I can pull out Blade's map, and I know exactly how many floors it'll drop me. Only 4 for this one. Perfect, so I don't overshoot floor 200. I'll touch this statue real quick. Bugs have become assassin bugs. Sounds a bit scary, but next stop is floor 200, a treasure room with 2 chests. A rain totem, and 2 energy tonics that go right in the trash. But the rain totem is an amazing find. I think I only need a couple more now to finish growing my kale. Another treasure room with a peach sapling. I might keep this. It bears fruit in summer, but takes a month to grow, so I'll have to plant it soon. 3 treasure rooms in a row, 15 cranberry seeds. Not very useful at all. I knew the luck would stop eventually, but I have plenty of staircases to skip infested floors. Another one. Okay, staircase again, but please no more. I'm only about halfway through my day and already making it well past floor 200. I'll begin to take a little more time collecting calico eggs when there are some good nodes to shoot, but it's not a bad idea to just keep the momentum going down. Rolling new floors gives me more shots at treasure floors, like this one with 5 root platters. Not great, as my inventory is really filling up here, but I can try to eat them later on during my dive after the magic rock candy has worn off. 10 melon seeds. I can always buy these from Pier in summer, but 10 have a value of 800 gold. I'll keep them for now in place of the magma geodes. Another treasure with 2 iridium sprinklers. Now that's more like it. After studying the map hard, this floor has no good ladders. I'll have to skip it to another infested floor. Really? There goes another staircase, but at least 2 treasure. 10 bombs? Better than cherry bombs. At least I've uncovered another shaft with 13 more floors. The shaft luck has felt pretty good today. Amazing, in fact. However, the luck with monster floors has not. I always have to skip dino floors that completely kill my momentum taking time to slay them. My +3 luck from the chef dish has worn off, so I won't find ladders as often now. But with the super luck day and magic rock candy, I've still got really great luck. And here's more treasure, 15 kale seeds. I've got more than enough of those growing on my fields right now. I'll pass. I'll keep touching all the calico statues I see, although some of them are bound to increase the difficulty. More monsters isn't the worst, as I've been doing a pretty fine job of just swilling my way around them. But now my magic rock candy buff has worn out. All I've got now is this +1 luck from eating the spicy eel, so finding ladders will be quite slower. But here's another treasure room with an auto grabber. Too bad I can't use this to steal stuff from the townsfolk. I won't stop touching calico statues to keep increasing my egg rating. The higher the rating, the more eggs I'm finding. This statue curse cuts my food effectiveness in half. Wow, that's by far the worst curse. Half healing from food. I'll try to avoid taking more damage, but again, taking hits in many situations actually saves time. Next treasure floor is a cherry sapling, which probably would be worth keeping over melon seeds, but I'd already trashed a cherry sapling earlier, and I'd feel silly keeping one instead of both, so in the trash it goes. I've made it to floor 300 with 3 treasure chests, 2 iridium bars, 5 warp totem farms, and 5 omni geodes. Not crazy exciting, but not the worst finds. Just a couple more hours until I have to leave for the night. Here's another statue to spawn spooky, scary skeletons, oh my. And a statue that increases monster damage, ouch. I'll have to chow through more of my half-effective salads. At least some of these statues are a full refresh, but when I'm this deep, I gotta play it safe. can't let there be any chance of getting knocked out. After wasting another staircase on another dino floor, I slayed a serpent to reach level 9 combat. Then I busted open a crate to find a woodcutter's weekly. If only these books grew on trees, I'd make it to level 10 foraging in no time. And time is of the essence right now. It's already past 10. I need to leave with plenty of time to check out the vendors before they leave. I made it deeper than I ever imagined though. Floor 340. But what's this? The floor is loaded with iridium bats. I'm cutting it close, but I gotta take the time to slay them all. 0 battery packs? Whatever, I gotta get the heck out of here. Glad I found these farm warp totems, can escape in a flash.
Cap, can you hear me?
Oh hey Marlin. Yeah, I just left Skull Cavern.
How many calico eggs did you find?
At least 1,500. What am I gonna do with them all anyway?
1,500? Cap, you'll have enough for $45 in no time. Before you head back, ship enough goods to earn 75,000 overnight. I have a plan.
75 grand? That's a lot, but okay. And what kind of books are you talking about?
The Calico Egg Merchant offers woodcutters weekly books at 100 calico eggs.
An unlimited stock of foraging XP? I'll reach level 10 in no time. Alright, after shipping all this, I'm on my way back.
Greetings, Cap. I'm offering a Nautilus shell for only 50 calico eggs.
That's super tempting, but I need to save all my eggs for books.
I'll trade you this magic rock candy for only 300 eggs.
You okay, Jazz? Your voice sounds weird.
What? What are you talking about? Here, I'll throw in this doll for only 1 egg.
That's a lot of eggs, but I'll never pass up a magic rock candy. It'll pay for itself, and no reason not to grab the ancient doll for a single egg. I need to take the bus back to the mines to get some iron ore smelting. I'll need as many bars as possible for more explosive ammo. Upon returning to the desert, I'll have the chef cook me another dish to run around faster.
A meal this late? I can't say no to a hungry stomach.
Oh, hey Alex.
Have you seen the size of these calico eggs? Just imagine the protein.
Let's see what Marlin's got for me.
Great work, Cap. Submit your egg rating to Gil for your prize.
I had an egg rating of 132 today.
132? Here's 500 calico eggs and a magic rock candy. Left 5 more of them eggs in the trash if you want to dig them up.
Wow, 5 eggs. What a difference.
Greeting, friend. If you can answer my questions correctly, you'll earn a prize.
How hard can they be?
Who runs the general store in Pelican Town?
Pierre, of course, but not on Wednesdays.
What season does artichoke grow in?
Fall. Are they all this easy?
In what season can you catch squid?
Winter. Come on, throw me a curveball.
Where might you catch the lava eel?
In a volcano. Just kidding. Mine level 100.
Very good. I'm impressed with your knowledge, friend. Here is your prize.
50 more calico eggs. Nice. But before I spend them all on books, I need a few strawberry seeds.
60 calico eggs for 12 strawberry seeds.
And 17 woodcutters weeklies, please.
17? That will cost you 1700 calico eggs. Nobody ever collected that many.
Here you go.
Here's 70 copies of Woodcutters Weekly.
Not bad at all. At this rate, I'll have no issue collecting 45 books to reach foraging level 10. Last stop is the Desert Trader.
I was wondering when you'd come back and say hi.
Yeah, I spent most of the day inside Skull Cavern, but I did find some gems for you.
Wow, you found all these gems today? Here's 12 triple shots, 10 spicy eels, 8 warp totems, and 2 artifact troves.
I'll warp back to the farm and get those strawberry seeds planted. I'll even use some quality fertilizer. I'll also get that peach sapling in the ground, no use sitting here in the chest. I've got just enough time to run to the secret woods and chop some stumps. Although I probably should have gone to the mines instead to cycle iron. I can still bust out one last desert warp totem, ride the bus back, and grab just a few iron bars before passing out.
I was hoping to go outside today, but not in this rain.
You know, only sugar melts in rain.
Easy for you to say, this would ruin my hair. Besides, I was hoping I'd see the farmer again.
Oh, hoping he'll bring you another coconut?
Best birthday gift ever. And how come you didn't bring any back from the desert today?
They cleared the grounds before the festival, remember?
Yeah, I'll be there Wednesday. I just know Cap will visit my booth.
Funny, I barely saw him today. Didn't even use my outfit services. I could have given him an amazing makeover.
So, did you see him?
Just before midnight. He appeared out of thin air. Seemed like he was on a mission.
I just know he'll visit me.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
The spirits feel neutral today. The day is in your hands.
It's going to be a beautiful, sunny day tomorrow.
Not if I can help it. But first, having hit level 9 combat, I'll craft an Iridium Band. The 10% damage is okay, but I'm mainly using it for the magnet effect. I'll read only 2 foraging books to hit level 6, that way I'll wake up with full energy no matter what. After changing tomorrow's forecast, I'll warp to the desert and grab my rumpled fruit skin. No more hesitation, it's time to get an early start on Skull Cavern. I don't see a fast path down, I might as well exit and enter again to reset floor 1. That's more like it, and a fast ladder on floor 2. Here's my first Calico statue, with the speed boost first thing. That's really lucky, almost too lucky.
Cap, don't forget to eat your magic rock candy.
Haven't forgotten, was just waiting until past floor 10 since treasure rooms can't spawn until then. Speak of the devil, 15 cherry bombs. This might be the most amazing treasure room reward ever. And a 15 floor shaft. Get a load of this, Marlin, I already finished your quote unquote deep dive quest, and I've been here for 30 minutes. By the way, why'd you have me ship all that stuff last night for 75,000 gold?
I've got a different plan for you tomorrow. Leave yourself enough time tonight to visit me inside the guild. For now, focus on collecting Calico egg.
What was that? Sorry, Marlin. Couldn't hear you over the sound of dropping 15 floors at once. I'm already on floor 70, so the signal probably faded. But my pace with all these shafts is even better than it was yesterday. I've made it to floor 100 and it's only 7:30. No reason to slow down now. The more floors I check, the more chances I have at treasure. Sure, 5 Omni Geodes wasn't too exciting, but better than a hat. But the best thing would be more rain totems. At home, I only have 2 remaining, enough to make it rain Thursday and Friday. That means I only need 1 more to change the forecast Saturday, as the kale will be ready for harvest on Sunday. Perhaps in this chest? Nope, just a purple slime egg. 5,000 gold right there, but it takes up a precious inventory space. After a couple more shafts, here's another treasure, 10 cauliflower seeds. Those will certainly be thrown in the trash. That statue made bugs assassin bugs. If anything, that's a good thing so I can kill them, but most likely I'll still just be avoiding enemies. More serpents can be slightly annoying, as those serpents do tend to get in the way, but I've gotten pretty good at dodging them. After quite a few more shafts, here's another treasure floor with a crystallarium. This is probably the next best thing to find, as I'll be needing many more of these to replicate hundreds of jades. Another treasure room with 5 more Omni Geodes. I'd much rather find 5 artifact troves. Those would have a value of 25 Omni Geodes at once. This one's 5 bok choy seeds. An interesting find, but useless. After skipping the dino floor, I've made it to floor 200 and it's not even noon. 10 melon seeds and a red slime egg are slightly disappointing finds, but I can't win them all. More shafts, more statues, more eggs, leading me to floor 231. We meet again, boss slime. When I pull out Blade's map, there's 2 adjacent tiles that could drop a lucky ring. I can't hesitate, I just gotta line up the slime and go for it. The lucky ring. +1 luck whenever I want, I just need to equip it. Now with 5 rings to switch between, but only 2 fingers, it's beginning to get a bit tedious. I want the lucky ring equipped anytime I move from floor to floor to increase my odds of encountering a treasure room. I also want it equipped when blowing up rocks to increase my odds of finding ladders and shafts. But when there's a monster to slay, I'll swap for the burglars and savage rings. Thankfully, time is so polite as to freeze around me while I take the time to ring swap. And maybe that lucky ring is starting to help. Here's more treasure. 2 iridium bars is not great, as it takes up another inventory space, equivalent of 10 ore, which takes no time to collect when I'm this deep. Although during the festival days here, it seems the calico egg nodes are taking the place of where some iridium would typically spawn. But that's fine, because eggs equals foraging XP, and I've already collected an entire stack. My magic rock candy has worn off, but I'm not stopping the momentum yet. I brought a second in preparation to go all out on today's dive. I need that luck to find more treasure. What's in here? 4 energy tonics. In another lifetime, these may have been useful, but I really don't care about energy restoration anymore, only healing. And after traversing a few more floors, I've made it to floor 300. Well, the rain won't be stopping anytime soon. And a crystallarium too? Amazing. 15 cactus seeds aren't useful, and the next few treasure floors aren't exciting either. A blue cowboy hat, a red slime egg, and 10 bombs. But finding 3 more rain totems is a miracle. I now have enough to make it through the entire kale harvest plus 2 extra. I wonder if I'll have enough totems to keep making it rain during summer, or if I'll have to switch to sprinklers. Time will tell. For now, I'm focused on collecting more calico eggs, but this floor is filled with serpents and bats. It only makes sense to slay them all while I can group them together at once. 2 battery packs, nice. But my inventory's filled to the brim. So long, Magnet Ring, you served me well, but the Iridium Band is just better. And what's this? Another Woodcutter's Weekly from a crate. That's the equivalent of finding 100 eggs at once. This floor has treated me well, but it's got one last surprise. My nemesis has returned. Another boss slime. I already found a lucky ring, but a second would be even more amazing. Here goes nothing. Lucky ring number 2. When I have both equipped, their luck bonuses stack for +2 buff luck. So with Spicy Eel, I can have 3 buff luck at all times, making it way easier to find ladders using Blade's map. Floor 360 here has 30 Iridium Bats. That is an insane amount at once. I'm most certainly taking the time to slay them. Nice, they dropped 4 battery packs. Pretty good odds. It's only a little past 9 now. If I keep pushing, I might be able to make it to floor 400. If the pattern continues, that would mean 4 treasure chests on floor 400? I can't wait. An auto petter is a decent find. Now I'll have 1 for my coop and another for my barn. After skipping yet another dino floor, here's a shaft on floor 394. I don't want to skip past floor 400, so I'll have to take ladders down. Another shaft on floor 399. Gotta find a different ladder. There we go, floor 400. But wait, there's only 1 treasure chest? With a white turpin? What a troll. Well, here's more treasure with the seed maker. Wonder if it'll be useful having this right now. Probably not, as I'll learn to craft one after my upcoming kale harvest anyway. Almost time to head home. This has been quite the dive. My best one yet. The Magic Rock Candy and the Desert Festival bonuses really go a long way. More than 2,000 calico eggs collected and some insane treasure finds. After a few more floors, I've made it all the way down to floor 424. The clock strikes 1 a.m. and it's time to get the heck out of here.
Welcome back, Cap.
Hey, didn't you want me to meet you inside the guild?
I'll be there. Collect your reward from Gil and get moving.
141! Here's another 500 eggs and another Magic Rock Candy for you.
Thanks, Gil. Inventory's kinda full now, though. I'll have to juggle my way to the chef.
Farmer Cap, your hands look rather full. Need some assistance?
That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm alright. Just need my late night meal.
Another meal in the dead of the night? This uncomfortably hot sauce will make it hard to sleep.
That's okay. I'm pretty good at falling asleep right on the dot. But with another hour of running around, that speed boost will help me get to the Adventurers Guild on time. First, I need to stop at the farm only to drop off my items in my chests. Then I can warp back to the desert and grab the slime egg I left behind.
Wait, don't leave without me.
Sorry, Clint, I've got places to be. Too bad I don't have enough time to cycle my furnaces, but I will set up this crystallarium I found with the jade. Then I book it for the guild, made it with just enough time to spare.
Long time no see, Cap.
I didn't see you guys on the bus. How did you get here so quick?
Never mind that. Did you bring the gold?
Yep, here's 75,000 gold.
Great. I present to you the Galaxy Hammer, a well-deserved upgrade. We'll go over the plan tomorrow. For now, get some rest.
Fair enough. It's been a long but productive day. I'm falling asleep.
Harvey, should I stay and help clean up?
No, I've got it. Just wasn't expecting Jody to trek in all this mud.
I don't mind. I know it's tough being 2 places at once.
I wasn't even needed at the festival. Farmer Cap spent all day in the caverns and didn't need a single checkup.
Isn't that a good thing?
Of course it is. I just didn't expect my biggest job to be mopping floors.
The forecast did say rain today.
Well, it was wrong yesterday.
Which is an anomaly. The weather report is never wrong.
Tomorrow's forecast is sunny.
Yet the rain hasn't shown any sign of stopping.
Good morning. Wednesday, the Queen of Sauce rerun airs, so I can learn the recipe I missed during week 1.
Greetings! It is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. That's good.
The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with a good fortune.
I'll have to put a slight delay on the caverns today. With only 93 explosive ammo left and having used 350 yesterday, I will certainly need to craft more. Marlin mentioned a different kind of plan for today's dive, but no matter what, I need my slingshot ammo to traverse floors effectively. But first stop, warp to the desert for some breakfast.
You know, I offer 21 unique culinary creations. How about changing things up a bit today?
Nah, I'll stick with my luck and speed. Then take the bus over to the mines and get that iron smelting. First, I can craft 12 more furnaces for a total of 40 running at once. While I wait for those to finish, I can slay some dust sprites to farm a little coal. After all, I will be needing more. What the heck? A prismatic shard dropped from a dust sprite? Wow, off to a crazy start today. I'll continue switching between elevator floors to minimize time wasted in between slaying dust sprites. I need at least 40 coal to cycle the furnaces again, but any extra is less I'd have to buy from Clint. After 2 hours pass, the iron bars are ready to be collected from the furnaces. I'll get some iridium cooking in place since I won't be back here until tomorrow. Clint's shop is now open, so I'll head there for some coal. Ahoy, Clint, I've got some shards to sell ya.
Wow. 12 prismatic shards? Here's 24,000 gold.
And I'll use that to buy as much coal as possible.
Here's 160 coal.
Time to warp to the desert for the final day of the festival.
What? Your stomach couldn't possibly handle another serving of my uncomfortably hot sauce this soon.
I beg to differ. Another dish now means more time with luck and speed in Skull Cavern. I'll dive right in.
You're off to a late start today, Cap.
Yeah, I had to wait for Clint's shop to open. Ran out of explosive ammo. So what's the plan for today?
Since you've already collected plenty of calico eggs, you will need to focus on gathering more today. Instead, take advantage of the increased monster spawns from the calico statues and slay as many iridium bats as you can.
Oh yeah, the iridium bats can drop battery packs. I need those to craft more crystallariums. Speaking of, here's one from a treasure room, and 5 spicy eel from this one.
The bats will start spawning past floor 50. Use your monster musk after then, in time for floor 60.
Oh yeah, I've noticed bats spawn in huge bunches on those floors that are multiples of 20. I'll use it now, head to floor 60 and... Mummies? What the heck?
You got troll, Cap, but don't let it get to your head. Keep moving as fast as possible, only stopping when there's at least 10 bats on a floor. Any less, and you're wasting your time.
A dino floor? But hey, there are quite a few bats here. I know time moves a bit faster on these floors, but with this many bats, I think it's worth it. That's all of them slain, but no battery packs. What a ripoff. Moving on. At least I found 3 dino eggs as a consolation, I guess. 2 life elixirs from this treasure floor. Not a bad find, as I'm running quite low on salads. These bats deal quite a bit of damage, so any extra healing I can get is appreciated. I just hope floor 80 isn't another mummy floor and actually has some bats. It's a smaller floor, but at least there's 15 bats here. Not bad, definitely worth slaying. 3 battery packs, now that's more like it. Next bat floor is on 120, so hopefully I'll find some shafts to get me there quick. Here's another leading to a treasure room with 5 warp totems. These can have some good utility, so I'll hold on to them. Here's another shaft taking me to floor 100 with 10 Omni Geodes. At least I'll be putting Clint to work tomorrow opening these all. More treasure already, with 5 artifact troves. That's way better than finding the Omni Geodes, since this would normally cost me 25 Geodes when trading with the Desert Trader. A shaft on floor 118? I can't take it or else I'd skip past floor 120. I need to find ladders instead. This bat floor better be good. A single iridium bat? Really? Whatever. Moving on. Next target, floor 140. This 11 floor shaft certainly helps. I hope this one's not a mummy floor. Come on now, 2 twirls in a row and 10 bombs from that chest isn't too exciting either. Here's more treasure with 5 pumpkin soups. I don't know if this will be useful, but it's an interesting find that I won't trash yet. Skipping the dino floor to another treasure room with another auto petter. I really don't think I need more than the 2 I'd previously found, but it feels wrong to trash this. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. Ooh, another treasure floor, but wait, this is floor 160. The only floor I didn't want to find treasure. This was supposed to be a bat floor. Wow, 3 trolls in a row. This one had a crystallarium, the equivalent of a single battery pack, but ideally I should have found a bat floor with dozens of bats that would drop more than just a single battery pack. Plus, when I'm farming bats, they're dropping quite a bit of iridium ore, as well as all of that combat XP. After another infested floor skip, this treasure contains a seafoam pudding. I wonder if I could put this to good use. I will need to reach fishing level 10 sooner than later. Huh, this floor isn't a bat floor, but there are 11 bats. Just in case floor 180 turns out to be another dud, I better slay the ones here. Really? No batteries? At least I'm racking up XP and additional iridium ore, and I know floor 180 couldn't possibly let me down. 4 trolls in a row. At least the shaft brings me down another 11 floors. Floor 200 is a treasure room no matter what, and it's always worth grabbing, having 2 chests for the price of 1. Here's another auto grabber, which I won't need more than 2 of, and a shaft on floor 198, which of course I can't take. There are 9 iridium bats here, which isn't a lot compared to the other floors I've slain them on, but with all those dud floors, I better slay them and just hope for some batteries. Okay, 2 batteries from the bunch. That's pretty lucky for only 9 bats. Floor 200, 5 Omni Geodes and 10 Omni Geodes. Clint's gonna have a field day. More treasure already. A 3rd auto grabber today? I'd like to say that's lucky, but I have no use for this many. At least they're stacking and won't take up any more inventory space, unlike this blue cowboy hat which goes straight into the trash. Here's another floor with 8 bats. On average, that many should drop 1 battery pack. No batteries, but I just finished the monster slaying goal for bats. That's neat, I suppose. And can't complain about more life elixirs. Floor 215 has 12 bats that drop 2 battery packs. That's nice. And a couple more bats, but a bunch of serpents on this floor. Can't hurt to slay them too. Oh, hey, there's combat level 10. Sweet. I've got a feeling this upcoming bat floor's got to be good. Can't possibly be trolled 5 times in a row, right? Wrong. Mummies. But after treasure with 5 mega bombs, here's a dino floor with 15 iridium bats. 1 battery is better than none. 5 warp totem farms from this treasure, and a few more ladders, then I'm almost to the next bat floor. Can't take the shaft on floor 239, so 240 better be good. This is, at least, indeed a bat floor. I can't complain about 14 bats after all I've been through, but I found more than this on dino floors, so I was hoping for something insane after all those duds. Oh well, they better drop some batteries. A single battery. All I can do is keep diving down for the next. After finding 4 quality sprinklers from a treasure room and 2 life elixirs from the next, here's a shaft that'll take me straight down to floor 260. Another bat floor. This one looks more promising. 19 of them. 4 battery packs and 70 iridium ore. That's more like it. It's getting real late now, and I need to leave enough time to trade with the egg merchant before passing out. The problem is, I don't know the exact time I need to leave by. I'm aiming for floor 280 to be the final, but floor 276 does have a few, 8 of them, and who knows, what if I'm trolled on the final bat floor? I'd rather play it safe and slay the bats here. 2 battery packs rolled from 8 of them is pretty good odds. I could stop now and ensure I have more than enough time to trade, but I know I'd have regrets if I didn't check floor 280. 23 iridium bats. Time to slay. Zero battery packs. 0 battery packs. But it's 1 AM, I need to warp out of here. I'll drop off some items at the farm here, then head to the mines where I'd left my calico eggs. I have no time to cycle my furnaces, but I might be able to squeeze in crafting a couple crystallariums and filling them with jades. The clock is ticking, gotta warp to the desert.
The next race is about to begin.
I'm racing against the clock. Good thing time freezes during my conversations.
I was beginning to think you turned those caverns into your home.
I was thinking of you when I found all these gems and Omni Geodes.
You're too kind. Here's 16 spicy eels, 13 triple shots, 8 artifact troves, and 15 warp totems.
Time to use up the last of these eggs. Can I first get that magic rock candy?
That will be 250 calico eggs for the magic rock candy.
And 30 woodcutters weeklies, please.
30? You really enjoy reading, huh? That will be 3,000 calico eggs.
I'll read these later. Gotta get my last reward from Gil and hopefully circle right back to spend them.
97! Here's the last of them eggs and 1 more magic rock candy.
I'll pass out at any moment now, but I need to put the rest of these eggs to good use.
Back again? Couldn't possibly have more calico eggs.
I just got a few more. I'll use the rest on mega bombs.
615 calico eggs will get you 41 mega bombs.
That was a productive festival. But now what?
Dad, what's got you so mopey?
Business has been slow with all this rain.
Says the guy who closed the store today.
You know Wednesdays are my personal days.
You also sold 900 kale seeds the other day? That's more than you sell in an entire season.
Which is exactly why I'm worried. No one buys that much unless they're planning something.
What, you think the farmer's gonna sell it all and invest in Joja?
I wouldn't be surprised if Joja had a weather controlling device.
And what's so bad about the weather anyways? I love the rain. You should enjoy it too, Dad.
I guess it does make watering the crops easier.
I've achieved level 10 combat. I have enough books to reach level 10 foraging, and will have enough kale to harvest my way to level 10 farming. All that's left is level 10 fishing. I'll spend the entire day today fishing, but will need to run some errands in between. First stop is the desert.
I didn't expect to see you back so soon after the festival.
Just making a quick trip for your magic rock candy.
Here's your magic rock candy. And don't forget to bring me your jades this Sunday.
How could I forget about Staircase Sunday? I'll take the bus back and minecart to the mines to get some iron smelting. Right outside are bubbles? I can't resist. Missed the perfect catch for treasure, and that's enough XP to reach level 9 fishing. 5,000 more XP to go. As much as I normally can't resist bubbles, something else is calling to me. It's coming from beneath that sunken log. If I eat this seafoam pudding I found inside Skull Cavern, my fishing level will temporarily increase by 4, allowing me to cast far enough to reach the log. Here's some treasure with 5 deluxe bait, but that couldn't possibly be it. No, I'll recast with the deluxe bait equipped. Here's just another bass, but at least this pudding makes perfect catches easier. And a bullhead, some green algae, but what's this? Now that's a big bass. Bet it's worth a lot. But no time to bask in my prize. I've got more fish to catch. Back to bubbles. But wait, I can't reach them from this angle. Shoot, I'll have to go all the way back around. So inefficient. Alright, lock back in at the bubbles. You know, I could go for gold star catfish at 34 XP each, but if I stay at the mountain lake here and go for largemouth bass with a perfect catch, I'll get 74 XP for each. That's more than double. Plus the seafoam pudding buff should ensure I miss no perfect catch. Don't worry about that. The only valid excuse for me to miss a perfect catch is treasure. I'll get 68 XP instead of 74, but the endless potential hidden inside is always worth the gamble. A single geode? That's almost as disappointing as finding a hat inside a Skull Cavern treasure chest. Almost. And 5 deluxe bait is kinda mid. Now the bubbles are gone. I'll change up my fishing spot in preparation for the next bubbles. That's right, I love bubbles to the point I can just sense where the next ones will be. Bubbles? Time to lock in and get nothing but perfect catches. Ooh, treasure. Shoot! Missed the treasure and perfect catch. Unacceptable. What's this treasure? A rusty spur. I am overdue for another museum drop-off. And that reminds me, it's already past 3. I gotta get to Clint's before closing time. I'll warp to the farm first to drop off junk and grab my copper pickaxe. I'll be fishing tomorrow as well, so now's a great opportunity to upgrade my pickaxe. I'll grab 5 iron bars and a whole assortment of geodes. Ahoy, Clint, I've got some iridium for ya.
Wow, Cap. 54 iridium bars? Here's your 81,000 gold.
And I'd like to upgrade my pickaxe.
I'll need 5 iron bars and 5,000 gold to upgrade your pickaxe to steel.
That's a steal of a deal. Are you ready to open some geodes?
Here we go again.
Oh my, you've reached 60 total donations. More than satisfactory work, Cap.
Any rewards for me?
About that pristine ancient seed specimen, I just saw a truly interesting article published about how to reawaken them. Here, let me show you. I hope you find these other trinkets useful as well.
I'll take the seeds now and... Who am I kidding? I can't resist the flute and drum block. But no more. I gotta get out of here and give Pam a birthday present.
Oh, is it my birthday today? Hey, I guess it is. Cheers. This is nice.
You're welcome. Next stop is Robin's for the big coop upgrade.
I hope you're not here to make me move anything.
Nope, not today. Just want to upgrade my coop.
The big coop will cost you 400 wood, 150 stone, and 10,000 gold.
I'll buy the materials and some extra stone, maybe even splurge a bit on the big chest recipe. The rest will go to more stone and the cost of the upgrade.
Okay, I'll start working on your coop upgrade first thing tomorrow morning.
I've got just enough time to cycle my furnaces real quick before I make one last stop at the museum. There's a few more items I can donate just to clear up some space.
Back again so soon.
I've got 6 more donations for you.
66 total donations? One more, and you could have gotten the whole squad laughing.
I don't need any of these rewards. It's time to get back fishing. But first, I'm gonna do a little reading, or I should say, a lot of reading. Level 10 foraging. Now it's time to lock in and hit level 10 fishing. It's too late to catch more largemouth bass, but I can still go for bullheads. They give nearly the same XP, 72 instead of 74. Plus, they're easier to catch, so I have no excuse to miss any perfect catches, besides treasure. I won't have enough time to hit level 10 tonight, but the more I catch, the less I'll have to catch tomorrow. Ideally, I only spend half the day tomorrow fishing, so I have time left for iron farming. That way, I'll be fully prepared to return to Skull Cavern on Saturday, and maybe even Sunday if there's time left after my kale harvest. With 30 minutes left, I've got just enough time to cycle my furnaces once more. I'll grab all the junk I can carry from my chest and bring it home with me as I pass out.
You seem happier than usual, Mom.
That farmer, he's something else. Folks say he fixed the bus all on his own.
Really? That's good, right?
Good and bad. He's been driving it himself ever since. Hasn't paid a fare once.
But hasn't the Desert Festival been good for business?
But I don't reckon anyone will be hiding back there for a while. Still, he brought me a birthday gift.
I'm sorry I couldn't afford anything this year.
Didn't you worry about that? Time's been tough, but they're starting to turn around.
The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult.
Good morning, Cap. I have a gift for you. It's an old key that's been sealed in the museum vault for at least 100 years. It's a little rusty, but still beautiful. I trust you can figure out what to do with it.
I know exactly where to use that key, but my first focus is fishing. I'm about 1600 XP shy of level 10, so I'll need to catch at least 21 more largemouth bass. Before I go, I'll craft and place down the big chests. Now I can hoard even more. I'll also craft this ancient seed artifact into a plantable one, then harvest these useless coffee beans. I'll make it rain tomorrow, then ship the treasure I found from the artifact troves Clint opened yesterday. I'll also ship the fish I had caught, then head for the mines. I'll craft and set up 2 more crystallariums with jades, then head out for the mountain lake. Ooh, a wild horseradish. With level 10 foraging, all forageables I pick up are of highest quality. This iridium wild horseradish might make a good gift for a certain someone. Bubbles? I can't resist. Ooh, treasure. I would have preferred something better, but here's another with 2 jades. At some point I'll be using the stone bought from Robin to craft staircases, which basically cost 2,000 gold for each. So 2 jades is essentially 4,000 gold right there, as I can trade these for staircases on Sunday. What's this? More treasure and the fish hasn't escaped my bobber yet? Let's go, a perfect treasure chest catch on a largemouth is worth 163 XP. I can feel level 10 right around the corner. Level 10 fishing. The skill my journey began with finally reached its full potential. I've got some time to cycle my furnaces with more iridium before heading to Clint's. Ahoy, Clint, I've got 5 prismatic shards and 34 iridium bars to sell ya.
Wow, that's a lot. Here's 61,000 gold for your prismatic shards and iridium bars.
I'll save all that gold for salads, but I'm first making a special stop at the town sewer grate. Based on what Jazz said last week, Gunther's rusty key has to be the perfect fit. It's a little smelly down here, but who might this be?
A human visitor? This is most unusual. I'm Krobus, merchant of rare and exotic goods. The rain won't follow you forever. Here, Buy the sprinkler for 10,000 gold.
With my luck, I can make it rain through the entire summer, but Krobus is right. I can't rely on luck forever. Every extra sprinkler will save me resources when crafting in the future. While I'm back at the farm, I'll get the legend cooking and plant these 2 ancient seeds. They take a month to grow, so best have them in the ground now. Almost forgot, today's Friday. The traveling cart is here. I better check her out.
Buy something. I have this very nice shell.
A nautilus shell? Yes, please.
That will be 800 gold.
Sweet, I'll need this for the field research bundle. Now I don't have to rely on Demetrius sending me one. While I'm here, I'll gather hardwood from the secret wood stumps. Obviously, I don't need the XP anymore, but hardwood is a valuable resource I'll need plenty of. Then I'll take the bus back, but not head to the mines as usual. I've got one last stop at the saloon for salad. Might as well check the bulletin board request while I'm here.
Help wanted. I could really go for a farm fresh potato. Emily.
What are the odds? I just so happen to have a potato on me right now. Oh, hey Alex, have a mushroom.
Not exactly protein, but thanks.
The saloon is lively right now. Why aren't you inside?
I prefer staying here with Dusty.
Suit yourself. Ahoy, Gus.
Farmer Cat. Finally here on a Friday night, huh?
You know it. Mostly here for salads, but might as well give back to the townsfolk while I'm here.
Trying to make friends? Buy a beer for Shane. Coffee for Harvey.
Alright. Shane, have a beer on me.
Thanks. Could use another one of these tomorrow.
Sam, here's a Joja Cola.
Thanks. I really like this.
And an amethyst for Abigail.
Wow, it's just my color. Thanks, Cap.
Coffee for the good doctor.
It's for me. This is my favorite stuff. It's like you read my mind.
Willy can have one too.
Ah, this stuff warms the old bones. Thank you.
And a salad for the mayor.
Thanks, this is great.
I heard Leia loves salads.
This looks delicious. Thank you. There's nothing quite like a fresh wild salad.
Oi, Gus. Give us another pinch of your strongest.
Might as well give Gus a salad too.
Ah, exquisite cuisine. You know what I like, Cap.
That was one of your own salads, but glad you like it.
An amethyst. This will protect me on those late nights working at the saloon.
And here's that potato you requested.
So you saw the bulletin I posted. Thanks so much.
Time to work. Wait, almost forgot. I'm here for my own salads. Gus, give me all you've got.
I've got as many as you can afford, Cap.
224, please.
You're lucky I've prepared more, just for you. They're all yours.
Thanks, Gus. Now it's time to warp on over to the desert again. No need to speak with the trader, just taking the bus back to the mines. I'm here for more iron farming, but without a pickaxe, so I'll have to rely solely on my explosive slingshot. Although it's tough when the nodes are in the center where I can't reach. I guess I can also use bombs, but they take an eternity to detonate. I'll try farming floor 60 instead. This room's a bit more narrow, so the ore is more likely to spawn against a wall, which is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, and today's a super bad luck day too, which means ore will spawn less frequently. Might as well slay any dust sprites I see. More coal is less I have to buy from Clint. But honestly, after tonight, I think I've reached a point where buying resources from Clint and Robin is more efficient than gathering them on my own. Trees take a while to chop for wood when I could just buy them at 10 gold each. I'm gathering lots of stone on my own, but with all the staircases and crystallariums I want to craft, I'll need to keep buying from Robin. Even farming iron on the frozen floors plus coal from slaying dust sprites all feels like it's not worth my time anymore. Time I could spend at Skull Cavern gathering iridium and all kinds of other resources to make absolute bank. I will find more iron and coal inside Skull Cavern, but any extra I need I should just buy from Clint. The valley mines have served me well, but Skull Cavern is where I really make it rain.
Clint, you've been nursing that same drink all night. Something on your mind?
Business has been really good lately.
Really good, huh? That doesn't sound like a complaint.
It's just, Cap keeps bringing me all these prismatic shards and iridium bars. More in a week than I've seen my entire life.
He does seem to have a knack for finding shiny things.
I'm running out of room in the back. I had to rewrite my ledger twice this week. The numbers didn't feel real.
Well, if the farmer's thriving, the valley will soon follow.
I guess I just never thought I'd have to worry about keeping up.
That sounds like success.
Yeah, guess it does.
Feels good hitting level 10 fishing. The kale will be ready for harvest tomorrow, so I won't need to use a rain totem today. I've still got some strawberries and other random crops growing, but found enough sprinklers to cover them all. And my big coop is finished. Might as well start incubating a dino egg. After that, I'm heading for the mines. I want to get to Skull Cavern as early as possible today, but have to wait till after 9 due to some errands. I'll purchase the final coop upgrade from Robin and make a stop at Clint's for coal. Today is also Shane's birthday. Poor guy's working at Joja Mart on his special day. After farming some iron and coal... I don't even have words. Only worth 4,000 gold, but wow, what a roll. With that, I can say goodbye to the mines and head for Robin. Since Linus is a long route, he can have an iridium coconut. Now it's time for that upgrade. Oh, Robin, I'm here for your deluxe coop.
Already? You haven't even bought any chickens yet.
I'll buy some eventually, but I need that deluxe coop for rabbits.
If you say so, the deluxe coop will cost you 500 wood, 200 stone, and 20,000 gold.
Awesome, let's do it.
It'll be ready whenever I get around to it.
Alright, next stop is Clint. Almost forgot he had my pickaxe.
Here's your steel pickaxe. Rocks will take less hits to mine now.
And what I mainly came for, here's some iridium.
Some? Cap, that's 73 bars. I've never seen so many at once. Here's 110,000 gold.
And I'll give all that gold right back to you in exchange for 730 pieces of coal. Using that to craft explosive ammo right away. Then my last stop is Joja Mart. Didn't think I'd be back here.
The farmer has returned. I'm offering a discounted rate to repair that old greenhouse on your farm. You're only one signature away.
Nope, just here to give Shane this rabbit's foot for his birthday.
Oh, is it my birthday? I was hoping I'd forget. This is actually really nice though. Can't be drinking on the job anyway.
And with that, I'm warping to the desert and heading straight to Skull Cavern. Ooh, a fire quartz. And another one. These are always good to collect since refined quartz is an ingredient for quality sprinklers. Unless I keep finding rain totems every dive, I'll need to start thinking about those sprinklers for summer. Feels strange not having the extra speed boost from the rumpled fruit skin and calico statue. At least I've gathered a few magic rock candies where it doesn't hurt to use one today, even though I'd consider this a pretty late start. But my strategy hasn't changed. My main focus is diving past floor 100 as fast as possible, since iridium will begin spawning more frequently. Plus, the more floors I come across, the more chances at treasure. I found an iridium sprinkler. Maybe I will end up using these in summer. 3 energy tonics going straight into the trash. Another iridium sprinkler. Okay, I guess the caverns are steering me in that direction. And auto petter. I've already got 2 back at home, so I really don't need more. 3 rain totems. There they are. The caverns are really nudging me back and forth between wanting to use sprinklers versus rain totems for my summer harvests. Well, here's floor 100. 5 spicy eel. Not bad, that's like finding 5 rubies at once. After a few more shafts and ladders, I found my next treasure on floor 151. 15 cherry bombs. I couldn't be happier. At least warp totem farms have some utility. I love incorporating these into my routes throughout the day to save on walking time. Already at floor 200 with a seafoam pudding and 5 mega bombs. I've already hit level 10 fishing, so I don't think the pudding will be useful anymore. I will be using these mega bombs, especially since I'm starting to run dry on explosive ammo. I've kind of been going ham with it, and no more magic rock candy buff, so there's noticeably less treasure. Next one's not until floor 247 with a purple slime egg, and no more luck as I dive further, the time approaching midnight as my explosive ammo approaches 0. I'm pushing for floor 300, and after some more shafts and ladders, I finally make it to the triple treasure. Another purple slime egg, 5 Omni Geodes, and a red slime egg. One last treasure floor on 315 with an auto grabber. I've got 4 of these back at home. At this point, I'm keeping it for the meme. I end my dive on floor 316, having found 918 iridium ore, 16 prismatic shards, and all that treasure. I'll be back tomorrow.
What's that, Uncle Shane?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Let me see. Is that a rabbit's foot? Where'd you get it?
Farmer gave it to me. Didn't think he'd remember my birthday.
Well, wasn't that thoughtful of him?
Wait, Cap didn't even buy the one I was selling at the festival.
Then where do you reckon he found it?
Skull Cavern. He was in there all 3 days.
And how do you know that?
Well, he gave me 300 calico eggs for my magic rock candy. Where else would he have found them all?
You know, folks say rabbit's feet bring good fortune.
Surprised he didn't keep it. Although he's probably found a dozen by now.
Maybe, but he still chose to give one to you.
Yeah, Cap's always running around. So that must mean you're special, Uncle Shane.
I guess I didn't think of it like that.
Greetings! It is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, radish salad. There's nothing like a fresh, peppery radish. It reminds me of a late spring. My mother will slice up our fresh radishes and serve them on a grainy bread with a little salt and pepper. Those were the days. But I digress. Now, watch closely.
Don't radishes grow in summer? Doesn't matter. I've got an entire farm of kale to tend to.
Lovely weather we're having.
Hey, who are you? I've never seen you.
Take a wild guess.
So you're Key. You knew my grandpa?
I'm afraid we don't have time to reminisce. Looks like you've got quite the harvest.
Yeah, I'm about to hit farming level 10.
That's an impressive feat, but you're no master yet.
What more could I learn?
Keep gaining experience, perfect every skill, then find the door buried deep within Cindersap Forest.
And what's behind that door?
You'll discover the reason you've been working so hard.
Wait! Okay then. Gotta focus on the task at hand. This kale harvest, right after I get some iron smelting. I'm all out of explosive ammo, so if I'm Skull Cavern diving today, I really need to get those bars done fast. I'll need to plan my paths accordingly. Quickest route to the mines, as I've done many times already, warping to the desert first. I don't have enough time to chat with the trader yet, but I will grab the cactus fruit and coconut along my walk. Then I'm driving the bus back to the mines where many of my crystallariums are ready with jades. Just in time for Staircase Sunday. I'll visit the trader later. I need to smelt this iron now. The bars will be done in 2 hours when I need to be back on the dot for a second cycle. No doubt I'll need 2 rounds of bars to craft enough explosive ammo for today's dive. After cycling my iron, I'll warp back to the farm. I found plenty of these totems where I don't mind using them generously to save me a walk. Now it's finally time to begin the kale harvest. The scythe cuts through these crops like butter. I was expecting this to take way longer. I've got a bit left near the house, but 2 hours have passed, so I need to warp to the desert and return to the mines. I'll get 1 more round of iron smelting, which means I won't be in the caverns until after 11, but I'll certainly need that extra iron. I'll take the minecarts back to the bus stop and run home to finish the harvest. After a few more slices with the scythe, I've gathered the final kale. Now for the moment of truth. Was this enough for level 10 farming? Of course it was. This was a calculated plan with no room for error, and I sense what Key was talking about now. I need to gain 10,000 additional experience points from any skill to reach the first level of mastery. There's no doubt mining at Skull Cavern is the quickest path. I'm sure I'll need money for something tomorrow, so I'll ship my smoked legend and purple slime eggs before heading back to the mines. I know I keep saying I'm done with mining inside these mines, but I've got an hour to kill until my furnaces finish. Once they're done, I'll cycle some iridium, then warp to the desert.
Have you found any jades for me?
I've got 39 with your name on them.
Wow, 39 jades? Many of these look lab-grown, but either way, here are your staircases. Use them wisely.
This will help a lot for those pesky infested floors. I've got a very late start at Skull Cavern today. About 12 hours to gain 10,000 XP. Time to blow shit up. I've reached a new level of understanding. With plenty of time to spare, might as well go for floor 200. Oh, here's a treasure floor. Dark cowboy hat. I do kinda like this one. Maybe I'll keep it. Switch things up for a bit. But after a few more floors, I'll reach 200's treasure for an orange sapling and 4 quality sprinklers. An anticlimactic way to end this dive. But the day's not over yet. My first mastery skill awaits. I'll take the bus back to the mines and get some iron smelting, then head back to the farm. After organizing my inventory, I'll plant down the orange sapling along my route to Cindersap Forest.
Up late, huh? Here, have a cold one.
Sorry, Shane, can't be drinking right now. That -1 speed would do me no good. After a quick Secret Woods stump session, I found myself back to where it all began. I'd left this chest here during my first week in the valley and never got around to picking it up. I'll grab what I can, but I can't fit everything. Then I passed by the spring onion fields, which I haven't seen since day 1. I always wondered where this door led, but I know now. The Cave of Mastery. My first choice is Mining Mastery, providing the ability to craft the Statue of the Dwarf King and Heavy Furnaces, plus double gems from gem nodes. I plan to take advantage of those Heavy Furnaces right away, but I will make a quick detour for one last Staircase Sunday visit. I'm back for more trades.
Back again? I'm always happy to trade. Here's your supplies.
So do you just have like an unlimited stock or what?
Let's just say Mr. Key has been helping out with the supply chain.
Oh, Key's involved around here too?
He usually remains in the shadows, but he's been in and out of the oasis more than ever. Said something about starfruit seeds.
Starfruit? You know, I did a report on starfruit seeds many years ago. They're an insanely profitable crop for summer.
That's right, but I recommend visiting Sandy this upcoming Thursday. She'll be selling deluxe speed grow. You might want your hands on some before the summer.
Not a bad idea. But the clock's about to strike midnight. I need to get moving. It's time to completely overhaul my smelting kitchen here. After removing a good chunk of normal furnaces, I can use 2 of them along with 3 iron bars and 50 stone to craft a heavy furnace. 6 of them, but I only have enough iron to fill 4 since each smelts 25 ores at once. After clearing the rest of my furnaces, I'm able to craft 7 more heavy furnaces. I'll place them all down, then try to collect some more iron ore to smelt. Not only are the heavy furnaces more space efficient, they only require 3 coal to smelt 25 ores, and they have a 50% chance to produce an extra bar. I can only imagine the profits after smelting all my iridium ore. For now, I'll cook some gold in preparation for more crystallariums. Then it's just about passing out time. This week I made it rain, next week I dive for the stars.
I've never seen numbers like this.
Aye, I warned you, he'd ship that smoked legend. It's worth nearly 20,000 gold.
And all those iridium bars. Clint's making a fortune, but if this keeps up, the whole market will break.
Marlin said Key's got it handled.
He does. Frozen the price of iridium. For now.
For now?
Cap's not slowing down anytime soon.
How so?
He learned how to open up the mastery door today, learned how to craft the heavy furnaces, and the statue of the Dwarf King. Cap will be churning through iridium like butter.
He'll be swimming in even more gold.
Let's just hope he doesn't turn to Joja. I know Morris is offering him a greenhouse.
Cap's got a good heart. He's committed to the path he's chosen.